Hello, traders. Thank you so much for joining into today's live stream. Today is going to be a very interesting live stream. I know I always say that, but I mean it. So, this was what we were actually analyzing yesterday. Sorry, guys. So, based on yesterday, right, I keep telling you guys to focus on buys, okay? But I highlighted the zones on where I would like price to go to, which it did, okay? And then I told that we should wait to see reactions on these areas lah. The place that I would love to see reaction, which is this one. I never entered anything for Bitcoin yesterday. I was already setting up all of the settings in my application. The moment when price came into this range, I was like, wow, 930 price came to the position that I actually wanted it to come to. So I was just waiting for a break of structure for me to understand, is price going to move up or not? Price going to move up or not? I never get any break of structure. It just continuously moved down. I thought this would be it because price came and swept liquidity, but then it never really broke any structure lah to form an uptrend. Unfortunately, I was really hoping because there's a lot of liquidity ranges. Yeah, so this is why I said yesterday about trading. You cannot 100% predict anything, even though there's so many things that tell us it'll be moving in a certain direction. All of that can change. So this is the example lah. So that is why, as traders, regardless of how much of confluences and key levels we're able to identify, whereby it will tell us the direction, most probably you'll be moving towards the upside or downside. Just draw, okay, your areas that you are interested to see how price will react. Okay, that's the most important thing. It doesn't matter whatever direction we are predicting the price to move to. Always remember in the areas, right, or zones lah, let's just call it zones, easier, right? All of the zones, for example, like these ones that we draw, we are not taking trades the moment price comes into this area. The old me, the one that when I started to trade, the moment price comes into this area, I already enter. I was like, wow, price is inside my zone, enter, buy. Yeah, so this is how I lost quite a lot of funds also at the time. Only when I start to change and understand that even though when price comes into the area, our interest or whatever, right, always wait to see reaction. How is price reacting to this area? If price is respecting the area, then most probably price is going to move in the direction that we are anticipating it to go to lah. So in this case, it did came to the area, but it never made any break of structure to the upside lah, unfortunately. So it's okay. So what I would do, I would be reanalyzing Bitcoin because we also we have an area like accumulation area. What crypto like to do, right, is he likes to come back into these accumulation areas, usually tap into them, and then once that's done, he will shoot up again lah. Okay, so I still believe it is a buying opportunity. Okay, but we have to wait and see lah. Now it's 8:24, right? So you guys can actually just look out for this accumulation area. Okay, just select H4 on your charts, and then you're able to identify this accumulation area lah. So let's see when price comes back into this area, will we start to be seeing a bullish move up or a continuation move down? If continuation move down, which I'm not so sure if that will happen or not, we do have some imbalances here that needs to be filled up. And then there's also accumulation area here, but this one already broke through, already came back into the accumulation area before we had a big move up. So this one breakthrough, we never came back into the accumulation area yet. This one can consider lah. This one is a break, and then we kind of came into it. Okay, so let's see, now we're already coming back again. Let's see how price will react after reaching this area. So let me just clean up the charts a bit. Okay, I remove all of the old drawings since this is not applicable anymore for us. And then we will discuss further. Maybe we will go into ETH or so just to see what's going on. All right. Feel free to leave any questions you guys have in the chat section. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. The live stream today also will be same. I will try to keep my live streams around 20 to 30 minutes long, so that you guys also don't have to spend too much of time on to like learning like how to say how to trade and all. I will just keep it straightforward to the point that even 20-30 minutes you guys will be able to really understand quite a few elements lah into trading. Okay, but if you have any questions about whatever I drew or any questions of your own, maybe you guys already are trading, okay, and have some clarifications that you would like to maybe get help with, you guys can also feel free to just send it in the chat. If I know, I will do my best to answer lah. Okay, so you guys enjoy the music first. Let me clean up the charts. Let me go into ETH. All right, traders. So based on what I'm able to analyze, right, I believe that yesterday what we missed out to do was mark out the sweep of liquidity that also happened from the upside lah. So there was also a sweep of liquidity that occurred above price. So I was solely focused only on this area here, which is why I kind of missed out this opportunity. But again, I primarily focus only on buying opportunities. So not consider I miss out an opportunity, but definitely something that you guys can potentially take. Since I primarily play sports, but I do sometimes also trade BTC based on a daily basis lah. So in this case, if I were trading yesterday, right, this is the opportunity that I missed. That is why the key areas, right, remember one that we drew, okay, always only react when price does something inside that area. Yesterday, what happened? It never did anything inside the area. That is basically like our safety net. If nothing happens, you do not enter the trade. Just leave it be. So we can just learn about it lah. So based on this, right? Okay, so I'm seeing that this is the OB area here. Price broke through, okay, and then came back into the area. Based on 15 minutes or so, we have a break of structure, okay, that happened roughly here. So this would have been a primary entry zone. Stops could be just above this area. I personally like at least two higher points lah. The stops to be above two higher point. Unless if it's really highway, then no lah. One is enough. Then this will be TP1. No, this will be TP1 because this is a low resistance liquidity. TP2, TP3. There we go. TP4 is a low resistance liquidity, so it's TP5. Yeah, roughly TP5. Yeah. It's amazing lah, actually, this trade. 3.75. Okay. Now I get it. Yeah, so this is the thing about trading lah. If something don't go in your favor, right, all right, and cause you not to enter the markets, don't look at it as a downside. Okay, take your time, go through again the charts, and try to analyze. Maybe there's something we missed. Like for example, even I've been trading for 3.5 years, right? I missed this opportunity. But like I said, I don't really tend to focus on selling for Bitcoin nowadays. But still, if I were to day trade, right, it is still considered that I missed this opportunity. So that's how we manage to actually keep on fine tuning our art. Trust me, the longer and more years you put into trading, okay, you slowly, your trading strategy, your trading style will start to change. I don't know why. I saw it in a YouTube video. I forgot who was the trader that said it. I forgot already. But he also got mentioned that last time the way he traded was different, and then fast forward to now, he using a lot more lesser confluences. He trade a lot less often. He only focus on buys also, but this is not crypto lah. He trade indexes lah. He only focus on buys. He don't care if the market is moving down for sells. So eventually it will start to change. It doesn't mean it's become worse, or it doesn't mean that is like someone is becoming lazy. It's not that. It's just that you will start to fine tune your art the more longer you are in the field lah, basically. I mean, I believe this applies to everything, right? Last time when people start to drive cars in training, they always said two hands on the wheel. But after a few years, it's dangerous, I admit, okay? But majority of people driving only with one hand. It gets the job done. Is it more dangerous? Yes, probably, depending on how their driving style is lah. If driving so fast and then one hand, dangerous lah. So similarly to trading, it's not about if they lessen their, how to say, their confluences, okay, if they change certain strategies or certain methods on how they apply to trading, it doesn't mean it becomes a lot more risky. Risky is defined on how we understand risk management. That is how we define if the way you are trading is risky or not. Okay, it's not about if you change your strategy means not change. I cannot say change. Update your strategy means it's considered risky already. No, that's a very wrong understanding. So based on this, what I'm able to analyze, I was too focused from the downside because, like I said, primarily for Bitcoins, for crypto exchange, I like to focus on buys. Okay, you guys don't have to follow my style, because if you want to follow my style, you see at one point Bitcoin kept falling. See, this one keep going up lah from here. Okay, don't worry about the charts. You guys don't have to see individual. Just focus on the lines. Okay, this one also. See, kept falling from here onwards. 20th of January onwards, kept falling. Did I manage to get some buying opportunities? Yes, of course, got. But was it as frequent? No, it wasn't. Because why? We were in a major downtrend. Bitcoin was really pushing down up to a certain point in time where we start to see a bull run again. Okay, it started to go up. So was I able to capture more opportunities during this time? Yes, a lot. really a lot. Yesterday, no, because I thought it was going to be a push towards the upside, but now we understand after reanalyzing our charts, this is basically the OB zone on where price broke through the structure, came back into the range, and then made another break of structure on the smaller time frames prior to a leg down. So if you ask me, what is my predictions, right, for 9:30? As of now, okay, I see that we are still moving towards the downside lah. So let me see bigger time frame. Give me a moment. Yeah, even on the bigger time frame, right, guys, we are bearish, right now. We are basically moving towards the downside. So, if you ask me, okay, my predictions are most probably this accumulation area. Okay, price probably wants to come back into this area to test out this zone. So depending on how price will react, if we start to see bulls come in, then probably we will start to move up, because there's also a lot of liquidity within this area since this is accumulation. There's a lot of price next to next. So probably what I predict is price will start to move down at least to the accumulation area. And then based on how price react inside of this zone, if we start to see more bulls come in, then can focus on buys. But okay, I mark this out. Okay, just be aware that, oh sorry, move it off, that we have a OB zone resting above. Okay, just be aware. If you guys are entering, right, let's say you want to enter for buy opportunities, okay, once price reach this area, watch how it will react within this zone. Okay, if possible, trade within this zone below the OB area. Okay, still you can get 1 to 5 if this was the entry line. Even if you enter at top here, okay, one more than 1 to 2, almost 1 to 3, 2.73. So that's actually really high already also. Okay, so within this range, anywhere, if you guys manage to enter for buy only if there is an opportunity, okay, try your best to aim your TP areas below this OB zone. Because why? So OB zone is quite strong. The moment when price comes back into, we start to see a really powerful kickback towards the downside. And understand, this is not an OB zone. Okay, the one that I do here, this is not an OB zone. This is an accumulation area, basically where price was ranging for quite some time. Why I say quite some time is because I'm not sure if you guys are aware or not. We are currently in the 4-hour time frame. So that means each individual candle that you guys see here will take up to 4 hours to close. Okay? 4 hours, okay, keep that better in mind. So then in a day, let me do some maths. In a day, 4 hours. How much, guys? Let me see. 6, right? Yeah, 6. 6 candles that you guys see here, right? Just 6, let's say we count out 1, 2, 3, 4. I know cannot simply count. Okay, you actually must follow the timestamp below. You see 0 0. Okay, so this is the basically the new day lah. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it, guys. This is only 6 candles will represent an entire day. Okay, so can you see how many candles were within this range? It was crazy. Okay, there's a lot of days here alone. That is how much of liquidity is resting in this area. So if you ask me, got any liquidity someone not pending to be taken out? Got this one. This is the latest one here. This one taken out already. This one taken out already. This one. These 2 liquidity areas is pending to be taken out. So probably, if we want to see bulls come in, right? Wait and see if price wants to come into this range or not. Okay, because we also let me see. This is 4 hours, right? Let's see, 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour time frame. We have a liquidity range here. Okay, so based on how price comes after take out the certain liquidity ranges, watch how it reacts. Everything in trading is about reaction. Okay, we take trades based on reactions. So if there is nothing like yesterday lah, because I highlighted based on what I analyzed, I thought the OB zone was below, but actually it's from the upside. If we analyze that, then probably a selling opportunity was an amazing idea. But in this case, this accumulation is memang quite valid lah. We can see it happening here. Just bear in mind at 9:30, look out for this liquidity range in the 1 hour time frame. And when price come into this range, if you want to continue push on, you don't want to respect this liquidity, he not enough liquidity basically. Try to keep an eye out for these liquidities. These are all is low resistance liquidities. Okay. We just mark out this one like since they're very close to each other. So try to see what will happen when price comes into this range or if it comes into this range. Okay. There is also, all right, based on the hourly time frame, a fair value gap. Okay, fair value gap also. Let me just draw this for you guys. Okay, also a fair value gap. This is a bullish fair value gap lah. So just look out for this on how price will start to react after taking out this liquidity range and inside the fair value gap. If nothing, wait, see how price will start to react within the accumulation area, and then which liquidity range he will be taking out. If actually, to be honest, it's below this box that I drew. Okay, but it's okay. It's still considered within that range. All right. So once price comes in, for example, let's say this is the first range, right? It sweeps. Okay, we start to see a move up. We can focus on buys, but if can, try to aim for buys. Put your TP below the OB zone. Okay, because we don't know if this OB zone, if still is strong enough to hold price. Okay, then maybe you start to push back. Okay, we don't want this. All right, we want to be in and out of the trade in a proper manner lah, and in the most safest way possible. Or if price doesn't respect this range, most probably you move up a bit, then you move down. Okay, if it respects this one, then we probably will start to see a bullish move up. Okay, if this happen, it is more better lah, if you ask me. Because why? Of course, price will react at a lot more lower range compared to the first liquidity area. So our target zone, right, will be a lot more wider compared to if price start to react just based off the fair value gap. I personally do not like to focus on fair value gaps. If price starts to react on a fair value gap, personally only, you guys, whatever I say, right, remember, you guys don't have to follow. Okay, this is just my own preference, my own experience on how how I make money in the market. Okay, I do not really enjoy trading based on fair value gaps because personally, okay, it doesn't give me a strong, like, basically confidence in the trade that it is enough. This area is enough to continue push price. Don't get me wrong, based on saying this, I'm not saying that fair value gaps are not important. I'm not saying fair value gaps are not strong. Okay, no such thing. Some cases, right, like this one, you see. Okay, so this one is, of course, is also not really OB area. Okay, but see, this is a fair value gap, right? You see, price come in and then it shoot back down. Okay, of course, it's within this OB range, yes, but this was a fair value gap that stopped price. This was a move up. Okay, move up. Stop price from moving higher. Okay, it stopped this from happening. That means it's considered strong. This is actually a good example to show you guys now. So it's not that because it's not strong. It's just personally how a fair value gap makes me feel. When I enter a trade, I tend to look at the chart consistently. Just want to make sure. Okay, am I seeing more breakup structure or not? Which is a good thing, by the way, in the direction that I want it to go. Okay, am I seeing a proper sweeps area? Okay, am I seeing any other OB zones that I need to be aware of? So I'm consistently looking because I know personally it makes me feel uncomfortable. Okay, that is why I sometimes will label out just to understand. Okay, this is an OB zone area. Okay, so probably price will come back to test it out. So if I see fair value gap, I will draw it, not to trade off it, just to make my bias a lot more stronger. That probably a pullback will be happening. Because why? Fair value gaps are also magnets. Okay, the market does not like gaps in the trading space. So it acts as a magnet that attracts price. So it kind of like, how to say, let my bias be a lot more clearer that probably price will be coming to retest the OB zone. I focus on OB zone. I don't only trade based on OB zone, but I focus a lot about OB zone because that's the area that will block price or the block, hence the name. Right. So that's why lah. It's not I don't like fair gaps. I use them differently, not for trading, just to confirm my bias to make it a little stronger. That's all. Okay, so you guys just wait 9:30. Okay, focus and see if price will start to take out this liquidity and react, or he will come to fill up all of the fair value gap. Once it inside of this area, which is not OB, okay, this is accumulation area. Look if you want to go and take out any other liquidity range or not that is resting below, and watch how it will react. If this happens and then we start to see push up, wonderful, because there's a lot more range compared to just regardless, both also is opportunities lah. Okay, so just stay tuned for that. And then let me go through ETH. And maybe not ETH, let's go through Dogecoin. Okay, BTC, ETH, I think a bit boring already. Majority is everybody talk about them. Okay, so give me a moment, let me just analyze. Alright, and then I will let you guys know what I'm able to find. Okay, feel free to leave any chats or any questions that you guys have. I'll be more than happy to help answer them for you. Alright. Okay, guys, so this one's quite straightforward. So, based on the daily time frame, right? Okay, the reason why I go daily is because I just want to check and see. Currently, of course, we're in the downtrend in the daily time frame. What I want to check and see is I want to identify, okay, this strong move up. Okay, why I want to identify this is because I want to see gaps. How much of gaps did I create? It is a very good thing when we start to see a very strong move up or down. It is because the leg up, okay, before the leg up, okay, basically the foot, okay, think of it like a foot. The foot, the place, right, that area basically is a OB zone. Why? It is because something happened within that small range that caused such a huge momentum move towards the outside. This is crazy, guys. Remember, daily time frame. Each of this candle represents 24 hours to close. Okay, so when something happened here, it caused a big rally to the upside for the past 3 days. Not just past 3 days lah, but this time lah. This is when this is 8th of May, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 3 days consistently bulls were winning. That means something very strong happened here. So what I want to see happen, this is really what I want to see. Okay, I want to see price come back into this OB area and test this zone up. And then I want to see, of course, I draw the fair value gap, like I said, it's just to confirm my bias that probably this is where price is heading to. I also want to see certain liquidity ranges that I drew here. This is in the hourly lah. Okay, I want to see them being taken out. So once price comes into this range, I primarily would prefer this one. Okay, this one and this one, because like I said lah, just because fair value gaps, I prefer OB zones. Okay, it doesn't mean they are not good or anything. It's just I prefer OB zone. That's all. So if I go 1 hour, you can see it better. Then there's liquidity areas here. So I primarily just want to see how price will react once it sweeps certain liquidity ranges. If okay, when price comes into this range and we start to see what we are predicting, which is a move to the upside, do you know how far can we aim for, guys? This is low resistance liquidity, by the way. This is low resistance liquidity. This is also another low resistance liquidity. So since these two is low resistance liquidity, right? Probably if price starts to move up, these two sure will be taken out. It's not just taken out this and then come down. Sorry, I shouldn't say sure. A very high probability that both of these will be taken up. Okay. Do we have more liquidities or not? God, we have plenty. We even have see fair value gaps here, guys. Okay. If you ask me, okay, until where can we aim for our buys? If you guys are willing to hold, okay, until this fair value gap. Okay, let me confirm. Yeah, until this fair value gap, you guys can hold until this fair value gap. Because why? Above this fair value gap, there is certain ranges where we start to see a very big push to the downside lah. So probably there is something strong also that is waiting around this range. So this is a lot, guys. Okay, and remember this is daily. Okay, you want to see show you just remember this fair value gap. See, I go to 15-minute time frame, for example. Okay, example only. All right, don't worry. Okay, let's say stops below this already 2.8. And this 7R already, it just depends on our SL range. If price react after this liquidity range, okay, start to see strong bullish momentum, I don't have to wait and put my SL this low. I can just put it below here. So we already got 15R. Yes. This is a very good opportunity. Okay, just wait. Regardless, remember, I said it many times. Let me say it again. Okay, even though price come into the zone, all right, just wait, see what it will do. Thankfully, yesterday I no longer have my old behavior, so I never entered the trade lah. Okay, if I did, then that's all lah. Bye bye lah. Thankfully, I didn't. So wait, after price comes to these ranges, look at all the liquidity zones that I drew. Watch how price will react. This one is a high confluence trade because based on the daily, okay, we are inside of the discount zone currently, and on top of that, we also can realize very strong move to the upside, which caused an OB zone to be created. If I remove the fair value gap, you guys can see it, the OB zone here. So probably I want to see price come down, strip certain form of liquidities, and then start its rally back to the upside, probably until this fair value gap. Okay, again, guys, all of this is just predictions. Okay, you guys have to also do your own analysis from your end so that you guys will be able to learn. Have any questions, so you guys can reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to help clarify for you lah. Okay, so I'll be ending the live stream here, guys, because later I'm actually planning to trade today also for forex. I see opportunities in GBP, and also Euro USD lah. So I'm just trying to understand because one is say going up, one is say going down. That means got something wrong again because usually they both correlate. So if one move up, the other usually move up. One move down, the other usually move down. So that means it's something very interesting for me. So 9:30, I probably will be entering a trade if there is opportunity. So I want to focus. So you guys just can let me know if you guys want to learn anything about trading. Okay, feel free. There's a link in the description below. Once you guys already registered, feel free to reach out to my WhatsApp, and then you can clarify more further lah in terms of the classes. Sorry, guys. I just ate. I ate too early today, so my body reacting differently. I usually don't eat so early, one, but it's a good thing, lah. It's a good start. Okay, so you guys can reach out to me through my WhatsApp link below. You guys can clarify more about the lessons, okay, on what is the learning process, or if you want to feel free to ask me any trading questions that you have. No worries, okay. Also, you guys can leave a comment in this video below this video, and I'll be more than happy to get back to them as soon as I see them because I'm still working on being very active on that. But don't worry, it's all work in progress. Okay, I will catch you all in the very next live stream. Have a wonderful rest of the day, guys. If you guys haven't eaten yet, have a wonderful dinner. I will catch you all in the very next one. Take care, guys.